Agreed. The honourable member for Saanich Gulf Islands.
Merci to mes collègues.
Thank you, colleagues. It is a pleasure for me to rise to pay tribute to my friend John Turner.
I hope it's obvious. I'm of a different generation. And in any case anyone thinks I've changed sides, I'm wearing red today in honor of John Turner. I don't know how I became so lucky as to become someone that he considered worthy to be one of the few opposition MPs invited to what I think will go down in history as an extraordinary event, the 90th birthday party, June 10th of last year. John Turner did not approach reflections on his 90th birthday as someone who's out of it, who's not paying attention, who's just reflecting on the past. He gave a speech that was a clarion call to democracy. To his last days, he was engaged in the life of this country. He loved Canada so passionately, and his contribution to this country must not be underestimated. You know, when he was Minister of Justice, he gave us legal aid. He said everyone has to have access to the law. They have to have access to a defense. He also took the first step on the very long road to LGBTQ rights in ending the criminality of same-sex relations in this country through a change to the criminal code. He did much, and he was remembered and celebrated at that birthday party, as you've now heard from Brian Mulroney by video, but living prime ministers present, the Right Honourable Joe Clark, who gave a spectacular address, Right Honourable Paul Martin, Right Honourable Jean Chrétien, an extraordinary evening. I want to give my condolences, of course, to Gilles, to Elizabeth, to granddaughter Fiona, and to my dear friends Laura and David Kilgore, family members of someone who exemplifies what it means. We use the word rather casually sometimes. Someone is a great Canadian. John Turner is the exemplar of what that looks like. John Turner was a great Canadian. And rather than spend any more time telling you things that I've learned about him, although I have to tell you, he fought so hard against the creation of PMO as a big-time institution. He was there working for our current Prime Minister's father, and Tom Axworthy famously relates how when he was working for Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, Tom Axworthy was sent with a message for John Turner, Minister of Finance. And Turner said to him, you just tell the boss, you go back there and tell him I don't need some junior G-man from PMO coming around here to tell me what to do. So, those were the days. Well, it's taken a while. I do want to end what I'm saying by quoting what John Turner told us on his birthday. Quote, and it goes to the essence of what he meant by saying democracy does not happen by accident, as the Prime Minister has mentioned. He said that often. Quote, I don't like the use of the term backbencher when describing MPs. It is the MP who holds a prominent position in the House of Commons. My thinking on this is honed from the Magna Carta, one of the greatest pieces of democracy ever. Written in 1215, it laid out the essence of democracy in Great Britain and became the template of democracy worldwide. There's a pause here where he reflects on Magna Carta and the importance of the people voting and the people who are elected occupying the position of government. He says, it's so different today where prime ministers, I want to make sure that's plural so no one thinks they're being singled out. It's so different today where prime ministers act in a manner that I can only describe as unilateral. The most important part of democracy, in my view, is that people govern people. We have to hold that principle sacred, where debate and opinion of people matter. Democracy does not happen by accident. Thank you, John Turner, for your constant reminder that we have to contribute to our society, that we have to give back. He lived under principles of faith as a devout Catholic. He understood that that which we do to each other, we can expect to be done unto us, and we have an obligation to the entire family of humanity. Eternal rest grant unto him. Light perpetual shine upon him. May he rest in peace.